don't know if you guys have seen this or not. There was a clip put out yesterday from Gigs. Turns out one of the most meta weapons this season is the crossbow. Now hold up, not just any roll of the crossbow. I actually have, even though this is a tier 1 piece of shit, I get it. I haven't gotten any higher tiers. I know, talk about really falling behind there, but it is the crossbow with temporal blast. And the reason why it is being said that this is meta is that every bolt, or I want to say almost every bolt, is proccing temporal blast. And don't worry, we've got damage numbers to share with you guys today on top of what we're going to show you in just a second. And the damage numbers we're going to show you is that it goes deeper than this, because temporal blast will actually differ depending on the weapon that you're using it on. So you'll get more damage with other weapons. And don't worry, I will have Luke join us in just a second, who will walk us through some of his findings. So here's what we're going to look at. See right here, I have explosive bolts. Let me also, Vorpal on this crossbow is also busted. I think it's doing like 32% more damage instead of what it's supposed to be. It's 10%. So there's a lot of things here contributing to this roll being pretty busted. Impulse amplifier helps with the reload speed, but let's just take a look real quick. Luke, join my Discord. This number can't be right. This is way too high. Guys, no, that is a ridiculous number.
Yo, what's up?
Is 2,000, over 2,000 DPS right?
I wasn't paying attention to that DPS number, but based off of, let me check my
chat. Let me give you a perspective real quick. Let me grab Actium and Thunderlord. Hold on.
What's the exact number you have?
2,260.
Okay, yeah, the calculations I reached, just like napkin math-esque, was 2,132. So yeah, close.
Let me give you all perspective real quick. This is Thunderlord, no surges, of course, just by itself. The Thunderlord is cracking about 1,000. About 1100s. Bro, get some aim. I was trying to do two things at once. All right, easy. All right, hold on. Back to the crossbow again. If I did just the bow by itself, no temporal blast mod. This is the bow with what is considered the god roll: explosive, impulse, vorpal. Oh, that explosive is nice. I don't know if I had temporal to start things off with or not. Hold on, chat. Let me just make sure I didn't have something didn't mess with this number. Hold on. I think something may have messed with it. Okay, so about 1,000. So honestly, like, and this is with Vorpal being busted. It's a little less than 1,000. It's trending down there. All right, so around that mark. But then if we take temporal blast, let me reset everything. Let me pull these out of break here. All right, this is with explosive. The only thing that we've changed here is we've added our temporal blast mod. Good lord, dude. By the way, Luke, I'm noticing like temporal blast is not even popping up on my UI. Did you notice that in your testing?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes I think there's like a font. There must be like a font cap on this. But chat, this is how much it increases our DPS. That is a substantial jump. That is more than double. It is popping up. Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, when there's two perks on there, I've noticed sometimes it can get a little bit buggy and like it'll pop in and out. So, guys,
I'm trying to think here. Like, and by the way, I've got nothing here buffing me. Like, I'm not rocking any surge mods. There's no radiance. There's nothing else here. I think this may be the best damage in the game, and that's because temporal blast here, my understanding, is proccing on almost every arrow. Luke, is it proccing every arrow? I know you shared a spreadsheet with me just now.
Yeah, after you get the first arrow is the one that starts it all.
Yeah.
And then every arrow after that is proccing temporal. Now the question I had was that if you need explosive in order to the explosive bolt in order to proc it.
Let me see. I'm taking off explosive right now and I'm putting on the spring auger bolt. Let me just see what the DPS looks like for this one real quick. Chat, watch the UI. Damage is definitely trending down. I'm looking at it in the corner right there. Yeah. All right. So chat, definitely explosive is contributing. I want to say it's the main thing contributing to us having these multiple stacks, right? In that case, it was every other shot, which is with this one is every shot. Hold on, chat. It's going to get even spicier. Luke, can you join me right now and bring hierarchy?
Yeah. Give me just a sec.
Oh my god, dude. Some of these spikes and damage is nuts. Just see, it was at 4,000 there for a little bit. It's trending down, but the point is, it's just like, that is such good damage. You saw Thunderlord a second ago. Even my temporal machine gun, god, that is crazy. Even like unwavering duty. This outmatch thing, don't get me wrong, like I like unwavering duty. But this is more of an ad clear major buster kind of build with Actium and all that stuff. This though, is just a straight damage powerhouse. It's the explosive that triggers the next temporal so you do get it on every shot. Right. It's my understanding that this is actually the Gondrel. Maybe not persistence, but, and of course it's a tier 1, so I know that's not good either. But the explosive, the increased reload speed from impulse amplifier and vorpal weapon. We'll take a look at the rolls in just a second. And again, Stone, it was Gig's video that put us on it. I didn't even know that this was even a thing that was synergizing. So hold on, Luke is gonna add hierarchy here. Just give me just one. Hold on, let me get my thing going. Chad, we're gonna crank it up a bit more. And yes, this does work with hierarchy. Honestly, we can be in a situation where an entire team is using the crossbow with one user using hierarchy. Yeah, it does raise it a little bit. All right, so hold on. Oh my God, Luke. You said you shared the spreadsheet in light mode. So Luke, walk me through the numbers that I'm looking at right now for this.
This is just in comparison to the machine gun Unwavering Duty, because we obviously knew Unwavering Duty was really strong with Temporal Blast since it scales with damage, but it scales even better with the crossbow because the crossbow is dealing more damage per shot. So on the front, you have damage per shot of each of the weapons. RPM, there's no listed RPM for the crossbow, but I essentially just took the time from shot to next shot, and then got the RPM from there. But DPS, you can see calculated based off that. Temporal damage is over on the right.
Hold on.
That's how much.
Am I getting this right? So the crossbow temporal damage is 3,002.
Yes.
The machine gun is 703. Machine gun plus killing tally is 914. That is a ton more. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're proccing it way more often.
Yeah, so there are ways you can buff the machine gun in order to increase the temporal damage. The only issue is that if you're on a boss, killing tally and like Actium War Rig are going to be the two things that are going to stay up consistently. I didn't test with Actium because the amount of stacks you have with that is going to differ based on how many ads you can kill before a boss fight.
Of course.
And it's going to go down as you're doing damage. So
yeah.
But yeah, so the killing tally is the only one that you can guarantee is going to stick around, but that number could be higher.
So here's the thing, chat. Temporal blast damage, it changes depending on the weapon that it's on. That is the biggest thing here. It's not like, hey, it's 900 damage across the board. It changes depending on the weapon that it's on. And so that's why it's doing over 3 times more damage on this crossbow versus Unwavering Duty. And to be quite honest with you, we tried using Unwavering Duty for damage phases inside of the raid. It wasn't bad, but it definitely had its problems because you really don't have a lot. I mean, everything here, even if you were to stack like kill and tally with rampage, I even have like a kill and tally rampage roll. Rampage stacks fall off, you know what I mean? And you're just stuck with kill and tally. You could do maybe kill and tally with, 4 times the charm for ammo conservation, but The point is, in Luke's spreadsheet right here, and even just us just rough testing it right here, I can tell you right now, this crossbow is outperforming Unwavering and many other DPS options in the game. The only other thing that I can maybe think of is like, I guess we can try Lord of Wolves real quick. Like, let me just see what Lord of Wolves looks like. You know what? I guess Choir might actually be up there. Our sound is just gone right now. I don't know what's going on. Missing a lot of crits. I do have ignitions and Scorch on this one. I mean, dude, it's still getting outperformed though. It's still getting outperformed. Yeah. Man,
and the big thing here, if people remember watching our Unwavering Duty video, is that yes, you can get up to like really high, like 3,000 levels of DPS, but it's the sustain that really matters.
It falls off.
And if you're dealing boss damage in a raid, it's gonna fall off very quickly once those buffs are gone.
Here's the other question: what is the super damage regeneration like? Let me actually pull this up real quick, chat. I'm gonna pop my super real quick because a huge reason why we use Outbreak and other things is we just like the super generation. So, you know,
pop on hierarchy, right?
No hierarchy. I just want to see it flat. So, chat, let's just watch the super generation here with the crossbow. It's moving up. It's moving up in chunks. Yeah. We'll have to see in just damage. But honestly, it does so much damage that I don't know if it even matters. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing we're going to have to figure out is just ammo economy for this thing. You know?
Well, you need to be close to the boss. You can grab out all the bolts.
You got it. Yeah, you can grab the bolts. But I mean, like, some bosses you won't be able to do that with. The other question is what do we want to utilize with this bow to get the most damage out of it then? It's arc.
Triple surges for sure.
How does Oathkeeper work with the bow, combat bow? Doesn't it not work at all? Yeah, it doesn't work at all, right? Jack, correct me if I'm wrong. Oathkeeper doesn't work with Opaque Hourglass, correct? That sucks, man. Oathkeeper doesn't work with it. Everyone's saying Elemental Honing. Guys, don't get me wrong. I think Elemental Honing is good. And look, we'll take a look at the rolls real quick. Elemental Honing is good. Here's the thing, though. Until Bungie corrects it, Vorpal is really nice. There's no build up to it. It's doing 32% more damage. You know, when we look at the rolls right here, explosive bolts is the way to go. I'm going to kind of choose what Gigs mentioned here. That impulse amplifier for that increased reload. And then Vorpal right now is just bust. Like it's obviously not supposed to be doing that much damage. So I would say in the long run, Elemental Honing. In the short run, probably Vorpal. Why explosive bolts over heavy? It's the explosive portion of the bolts that is getting us the consistent proc of Temporal Blast every bolt. Again, Elemental Honing in the long run, but if you want like brainless, not even think about it, just Vorpal. Dude, I kind of want to just go kill a boss. Does anyone have a Greg checkpoint right now? I just want to go shoot Greg for a little bit. I'm gonna throw a bolt charge in the mix. Give me a thing right there. There it is, baby. There it is. Right.
Okay, spring going up.
What in the world am I looking at? Are you guys...
That's crazy.
Y'all were just doing div, right? You weren't even...
I shot a couple shots at him, but I got like 6 shots in with my bow. That was it.
Chad, I think this bow is very busted, all right? And you should take full advantage of it. When we first reviewed this bow, we didn't realize just how good this combination was. The temporal explosive bolt combo. Whether this is Vorpal that's busted right now or Elemental Honing, I like Vorpal right now because it's the 32% buff. I don't even have to think about it, and I can just run with it. At the same time, Elemental Honing is fantastic if you want to work up to that. But I think you're going to be able to shit on everything. It's temporal, though, that's the most busted factor here. This mod is so damn good. And let me just say this about volatile mods. If all volatile mods are going to be like these mods right here, you know, then I will probably grind for new shit every season. You know what I mean? I don't like restarting grind, But if Bungie makes this a normal, like, reoccurring thing that these mods are this busted, I'll be all over it. All right, that cooks. I wish we can go do another boss, but Destiny's about to go offline right now. But that absolutely cooks. God damn it, dude.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.